Alright, a quick update. It's late, so I'm going to be brief. The environment art's pretty much final. We'll probably continue to update a few things here and there, but this is what the final game's going to look like on release, most likely, in terms of the environment, the trees, the grass, and that sort of thing. The rivers, we'll get a little update. We've just fixed up the way we're doing reflections. If you watch this carefully, you may notice a reflection changing. You're probably not going to notice that in game, but that lets us do really nice reflections really cheaply, so it's not going to use a lot of CPU or GPU power. The deer are running a bit more reliably, which is important because this month, the end of this month, we'll be hunting them and we'll be fishing as well, so exciting times. So we've finally settled on a look that we actually like for the set piece construction. So you can see George has added frames in, and that means that construction is a little bit more complicated but is a lot more customizable, and it's going to look a lot better. And the tech we've used lets us make the frames and the walls themselves from different kinds of wood. So I think that's going to be a huge advantage for players who really want to customize the look and feel of their place. We've also just added furniture, so you've got a few different kinds of wooden bed, table and stools to start with, but the system's quite extensible. We can end up with more than 100 different kinds of individual objects in the final game, and it's just a matter of adding the models if we want to add more, and everybody knows to walk around them and so on. So furniture finally in. So some new secret magic that we have is when you work on a smart cubes object like this fallen tree, you can slice off a small enough piece of it and then work on that piece with something like a chisel. Some magic finally happens. Any minute now. Cut it. Brilliant. Alright, so what it's just done is resampled that at a much smaller size. Looks the same, not the same. So we can take that chunk of wood and put it on a bench like this, and we can carve it with the chisel. And you're able to carve it in a much finer detail than we were with the axe when we were chopping it up. And the good news about this resampling system is that we can go down to whatever level we want. We can make a tiny earring with this out of gold and gems if we want. And that's exactly what we're going to end up doing down the track. But for now, it lets you do a wood carving. Next piece of magic, we can place our beautiful wood carving, very artistic, onto all kinds of objects, walls, floors, and use it purely for decorative purposes or to annoy people. And if you've seen my artwork before, you know it's mostly in that last category. You can carve a piece that you've already put up, so there's no restriction on it. Amazing, the skill of this sculptor. That's horrifying.